EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens.
On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys, they haven't quite figured things out yet, just 2-5 on the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Absolutely one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Just check the record. Unfortunately, the Ravens didn't win their division last year because Lamar Jackson was battling injury. Only 13 starts and just 2 rushing touchdowns. Let's expect to see him back in form this season.
Play action. Now Jackson. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Let down defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Play action. It's Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You look at this Jaguar defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go play action with Jackson. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Allen has it, left side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. The Jaguars now at 2-5 to start play. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sand. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Now Hill to return it. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, See a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently second in that category. You look at this Jaguar defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Jackson now. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Here's Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
47-yard line.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
Lawrence's pass.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Jalen Hawkins with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. On his loop for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. His throw incomplete. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Here's a diving catch right side. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
28-yard gain.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. Now a carry for Allen. He will push his way down to about the 14. This is 2nd and 8.
At the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like touchdown Jaguars. Parker Washington, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. To throw is Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson, option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Ravens send Ryan Eckley out to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And as we take a peek here at how their last handful of drives have gone, a touchdown their last time out, and now they'll try to tack another one on here, 1st and 10. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Lawrence. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Jaguars.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
13 yards. And a Jaguar 1st down.
They'll run with Allen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Now Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And inches at the 21-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown. Brenton Strange from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Jaguars 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And Thomas has it. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 19-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Our spin around the NFL starts now. At Lincoln Financial Field, the Eagles at home to take on their rivals, the New York Football Giants. And this is Jalen Hurts. One of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. The Eagles have the lead at the break in a battle of one-loss teams. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers as they host the Denver Broncos. And this is Bo Nix, adding to his total. He's the league leader in touchdown passes, and here's another here. The Broncos trying to get to 7-2 on the season. They lead this one here at the half. Lastly, time to take a look at our final impact player from the first half of the season, and we'll give the nod to this man. And here it's Tua looking for and finding his favorite target, Tyreek Hill. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. The Falcons close out the first half of the season with a victory as they move to 6-3 on the year. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Scott. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because,
Allen hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 15 now. Lawrence underneath to Allen. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
A 3-yard pickup.
And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And the Jaguar first down.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
To number 7, Brian Thomas Jr. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's Bashal Tootin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Lawrence buying time to his left. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff, and he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Opening drive to start this 3rd quarter, but ultimately it's going to be... They give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and a couple. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
A slant route caught by Bateman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson now, just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. He'll find Bateman once more. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Tootin. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5. At the 34-yard
Back to throw. Lawrence. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
To Tanner Koziol. A gain of 7. First down, Jaguars.
From out of the gun, they run with Tootin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This quarterback now 6 of 7 throwing it in this second half. He's got a 1st and 10. A quick throw complete to Washington. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
A handoff. This is Tootin. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And the Jaguars are going to... Off this drive with 6 points.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the fourth quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets him up with 1st and goal.
2 now on 1st and 10. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. 2nd down, goal to go. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Parker, Washington.
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jags are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Important extra point up and through. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The home team's offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Jackson to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That is Josh Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Lawrence. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Jaguars getting set to go. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
The softest line, I'm telling you. The softest line I've ever seen.
Nice play, even though it was complete.
Punk
That's
ass
right there. He
motherfucker.
ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flushed out right. Finds Tootin out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Out come the Ravens as you see their offensive coordinator, Declan Doyle. He is as intense and as focused as you'll find in this business, and all eyes, including his, are on what is to come in this next possession. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson. He's got Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Throwing, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is thrown at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's when you normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
Here's Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
So it's the Jaguars who come away with a win, and they got a solid outing here from their quarterback, Charles, and that's, of course, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, he had a great night throwing the football. Wound up with 3 touchdown passes for the game. And his leadership, it really showed through in this one.
So for Jacksonville, a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,
with these
I'm
older
Brandon
artists,
Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
They will rip my ass a new one. They'll take down the whole video. Listen, I don't care about EMCA or breaking
Denzel Ward saved you.
I don't
What a
give
game.